Q5968. In what type of operation, not regulated by 14 CFR Part 119, may a commercial pilot act as pilot in command of a helicopter and receive compensation for services? A. Military contract rescue flights. B. On-demand charter flights. C. Carriage of candidates in a federal election. The correct answer is C. An aircraft operator, other than one operating an aircraft under Part 121, 125, or 135, may be compensated for transporting a candidate in a federal election, an agent of the candidate, or a person traveling on the candidate's behalf if the following conditions are met. 1. That operator's primary business is not as an air carrier or commercial operator. 2. The transportation is conducted in accordance with Part 91 regulations. And 3. The compensation for the transportation is necessary and does. 5969. In what type of operation, not regulated by 14 CFR Part 119, may a commercial pilot act as pilot in command of a helicopter and receive compensation for services? A. On-demand charter flights. B. Helicopter flights with 2 passengers or less within 25 sm radius of the departure heliport. C. Military contract rescue flights. The correct answer is B. A commercial pilot may act as pilot in command of a helicopter and receive compensation for services for helicopter flights with 2 passengers or less within 25 sm radius of the departure heliport. This is because these flights are not considered to be common carriage under 14 CFR Part 119. Common carriage is defined as the carriage by air of persons or property for compensation or hire, not on a scheduled basis. Military contract rescue flights and carriage of candidates in a federal election are both considered to be common carriage and are therefore regulated by 14 CFR Part 119. 5545. As a commercial pilot, you decide to start a small business flying nonstop tours to look at Christmas light during the holiday season. What authorizations, if any, are required to conduct Christmas light tours? A. No authorizations or approvals are required if you hold the appropriate category and class rating for the aircraft that will be flown. B. You must apply for and receive a letter of authorization from a Flight Standards District Office. C. You must apply to the FAA to receive an exemption to carry passengers at night within a 50-mile radius of your departure airport. The correct answer is B. Before conducting commercial flight tours, a letter of authorization must be obtained from your local Flight Standards District Office, FSDO. 14 CFR Section 91, 146 and Section 91, 147 contain these requirements. 5021. A second-class medical certificate issued to a commercial pilot on April 10th this year permits the pilot to exercise which of the following privileges? A. Commercial pilot privileges through April 30th next year. B. Commercial pilot privileges through April 10.2 years later. C. Private pilot privileges through, but not after, March 31st next year. The correct answer is A. A second-class medical certificate issued to a commercial pilot on April 10th this year permits the pilot to exercise commercial pilot privileges through April 30th next year. The FAA's regulations state that the holder of a current medical certificate issued under Part 67 of this chapter may act as pilot in command of an aircraft only during the period of validity of the medical certificate. 14 CFR Section 61.53. A second-class medical certificate is valid for 60 months. So, a second-class medical certificate issued on April 10th this year will be valid until April 30th next year. If a commercial pilot's medical certificate expires, they will no longer be authorized to exercise commercial pilot privileges. They will need to obtain a new medical certificate before they can resume flying commercially. 5021-1. The holder of a commercial pilot certificate while exercising commercial pilot privileges is restricted from operating under BasicMed. A. At any time. B. For flights over 18,000 feet MSL. C. If carrying more than 5 passengers. The correct answer is A. The PIC is not allowed to use their commercial pilot privileges even if they have a third-class medical certificate or are in BasicMed compliance. A first or second-class medical certificate is necessary to practice as a commercial pilot.